So I'm logged in here to the calendar on Office 365. To get here, I just went into office.com, clicked on the All Apps icon in the bottom left, and went to calendar. So here's the calendar. I can change it from looking at the entire month to a day, the work week. I can move between months. I can click in there, move between years, and find the exact date that I want. If I kind of get lost and I'm sort of end up in 5th of December 1822, you can just click on today and it will go straight to today's date. To do a new event, find the date that you want to do the new event. So we'll say next Tuesday and click in the top left, new event. So most people will kind of give this a title, pick a time for the meeting to take place, maybe set a reminder and then hit save. But we've got a few more options here. So we'll do the basic ones for now. So we'll just set some general little settings. So there we go, it's our test meeting. Again, we can set the date there. You could set the time of the meeting. So we'll say from 10 o'clock till 12. You'll see it actually draws it on the day view there. You can also drag these little handles to set the meeting to whatever time that you want as well. We can set a reminder. So by default, it's 15 minutes before and it'll pop up a little notification to say that this meeting's about to start. You can go to never or all these different options here. When I've set everything, I can hit save or I can discard it and throw it away. But we've got a few more options here. Busy just shows you what it will look like in your calendar. So as you can see there, you can set an appointment but still class yourself as being free. You'll see why this is useful in a second. Being working elsewhere, tentative, busy, away. Some people use categories. This isn't used very often, but when it is, it can be very useful. So you can actually create new categories and set your own category for this meeting. It means that when you come to searching for things later, you can just search on a particular category. The responses just ties into what we'll look at in a second with the attendees. So request responses will ask attendees to say whether they are attending, declining or tentative. You can turn that off by simply clicking there. And allow forwarding allows the attendees to pass this meeting on to someone else. If you want to keep it kind of hidden and in your little circle, you can untick that. And then hide attendee list. When they accept that they're going to the meeting, it will show them a list of all the attendees. If you tick hide, it will hide that. You could be doing that for data protection purposes. That's something you'd need to decide depending on your meeting. So let's look at some of these options that we don't use all that often. Invite attendees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop an email address in here of one of our dummy users to invite them to the meeting. So there you go, I've typed in rgreg and the email address has popped up there and I can just click on it and that will invite rgreg. You'll notice there suggested times has popped up. What this has done, he said, okay, you want a meeting from 8:30 till 2 o'clock. It's looked at rgreg's calendar and said, yes, they're available. It's also said, well, you can go the next day if you want, from 8 till 1:30, or you can go on Thursday, 8 till 1:30. This is very useful if everyone is using their calendar and filling in all their appointments. It means you don't have to send emails with all this, can everyone do a meeting on Thursday? Yes, no, okay, what about Friday? This scheduling assistant here sorts it all out for you. You also have something there which is scheduling assistant, which just gives you another viewpoint of it. So if you've got a lot of people and their calendars are quite busy, it can be useful to come into this scheduling assistant and you can see very easily where gaps are in people's calendars and whether you can find something that will work for everyone. So yes, the scheduling assistant, as long as people keep their calendars up to date, it's an incredibly useful tool. Another thing with inviting people, we've not just got a time. If we click on the little globe there, it's for different time zones. So obviously, if you're working with someone who works in Damascus, you could see what time difference there is and work it out from there. And of course, you've got all day. So you can set the whole thing to last for the entire day if you want. Useful for events. Scrolling down, we've got the repeat. So this event that you're putting in, does it repeat at all? You can have it repeat every day, every week, every month, every year. If you go to custom, you'll see you've got a few options now. Repeat every 1 week, repeat every 7 weeks. Occurs every Tuesday. You can actually pick certain days, so it occurs Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. Every 3 weeks until December the 10th. There you go. And it will automatically fill it into everyone's calendar who wants to attend, or into your calendar. And then finally down here, we've got this little description or add documents. So yes, you can put a little description in there. In this meeting, we'll be discussing such and such. You can do all your formatting on that if you want to. You can do your little emojis, put pictures in, those sort of things. One very useful thing is the attachments. So if you click on the attachments, you get 3 options. Browse this computer or browse cloud locations. What this will do is either take a file that's on your computer and upload it to this calendar event, or take a file that's on one of your cloud locations, put it on your OneDrive and upload it to this event. Now, if it's already on your OneDrive, it copies it, doesn't move it, it copies it to another folder. So the files you put in here are their own copy. Anything you put in browse this computer or browse cloud locations, only you can see. So the other attendees won't be able to see those files. So if you want to put your PowerPoint presentation in there, if you're going to be doing a PowerPoint presentation, if you want to put in the minutes that you're going to be reading from, you can do that, and only you have access to those files. Alternatively, you have a third option, upload and share. What this will do is any files that you do through upload and share, all the attendees will have access to as well. So if you've got minutes of previous meetings, that can be uploaded and shared, and everyone can look at it before the event. So once you've got the event set up as you want, just click send. Any attendees get an email inviting them, and as I said earlier, they get a choice to attend, tentatively attend, or decline. If for any reason you want to edit that event, simply go to your calendar and double click it and edit. And as you see, we're back here, and you can make any changes you want. You'll also see that this is telling you that so far one person hasn't responded. Alternatively, you can just click on it and click on edit. And also when you click on it, it tells you who has or hasn't responded. If you want to delete that meeting, again, you can just click on it and click cancel, or you can double click and click cancel. You then get the option to put a little message in. This is just to go out to any other attendees to kind of say, sorry, meeting's cancelled, we'll find an alternative time to meet again. Hit send, and it will send a message to everyone saying meeting's cancelled. It's also worth bearing in mind before we finish this that your calendar's all linked into Teams. So if you click on Teams and you look into your calendar, you'll see this exact calendar there. And finally, it's worth bearing in mind that when you invite attendees to your meeting, and they're not from your organisation, so they're coming in with a Google address or a Yahoo address or another company's address, you'd have to put the full email address in there. And also, it means that the scheduling assistant may not work because it may not be able to interrogate their calendar. But hopefully most of the meetings that we have are with colleagues and co-workers, and that scheduling assistant can be used.